Hi, welcome to Pick Your Pooch, a video about choosing the right dog for your family. I'm Jessica Char, owner and trainer at Canine Engineering, and I'm here today for Silicon Valley Pet Project. The goal of today is to give you some information so you can choose the best puppy or dog for your family. I'm going to start by introducing myself, and then we'll jump into whether you want a puppy or an adult, a purebred or a mixed breed, and figuring out what do you really want in your new dog. Finally, we'll put it all together so that you can pick the best dog for your family. A little about me before we start. My name is Jessica Char. I have two training and behavior modification companies, Canine Engineering for dogs and Feline Engineering for cats. I'm a member of the International Association of Animal Behavior Consultants and the Association of Professional Dog Trainers. I'm a certified professional dog trainer, a fear-free certified trainer, and a certified separation anxiety trainer. Today we'll start with the first question most people ask themselves before they bring home a new canine companion. Should you get a puppy or an adult? It's easy to understand why people want to bring home puppies. They're adorable. Many people also think of puppies as balls of clay that can easily be molded into the perfect dog. But puppies aren't completely blank slates. Genetics play a role in who a puppy turns out to be. A puppy with fearful parents, for example, is more likely to be fearful than a puppy with confident parents, though of course this isn't a guaranteed outcome. Also, just like humans mature and change over time, a puppy's personality isn't fixed. They may grow into a very different dog, both based on their experiences while growing up and also based on their genetics. Then there's the energy to consider. Many puppies seem to have nearly boundless energy, and it's not always at the times that you want them to have it. It can take a lot of energy from you just to keep up with them. And finally, a puppy doesn't grow into a confident, well-behaved dog all on their own. They need focused socialization early in life and ongoing training to get them there. So what about bringing home an adult dog? Some people worry that an adult dog's previous life experiences will cause problems for them in their new home. But there are also a lot of good things that come from bringing a more mature dog into your home. They're more likely to already be house trained for one, and even if they're not, it's a much faster process with adults than it is for puppies. You're also less likely to deal with chewing and that boundless puppy energy that can be so exhausting. Certainly, an adult dog's previous experiences matter. You won't be able to ensure that they were properly socialized, since that window will have passed, and you're more likely to have to do some remedial training to overcome a few bad habits. But environment plays a big role both in personality and in behavior. For better or for worse, dogs are rarely exactly the same in one home compared to another. An adult dog is done maturing, so they're less likely to have large personality changes over time. If you're looking for a specific personality type or energy level, an adult dog may be a better choice than a puppy. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the dog you meet is exactly the dog that you'll love for years to come. If the dog you're looking at is in a stressful situation, like at an animal shelter, they may be more nervous or overexcited than they normally are. Give them a chance to show you who they really are. The next most common question, should you get a purebred or go with a mutt?
that the health and behavior
Now that we've gotten the obvious first questions out of the way, I want to get into this really important question of what do you really want in a dog? When trying to pick the right dog, ask yourself, why are you getting the dog? Is it for affection and companionship? Something to play with, get you up off the couch? Maybe you have an existing pet who needs a friend. Or you'd like to teach the kids responsibility. Maybe they're the ones asking for the dog. Or you have a broader goal. You're looking to compete in a dog sport, or have a dog to take on therapy visits, or maybe you need a dog to do specific tasks for you, or you want to train them to do specific tasks for others. All of these things are going to affect who the right dog for you is. Once you've identified why you want a dog, think about energy. You want a dog that you can keep up with, but also one that can keep up with you. Think both about how much physical exercise you can provide, but also how much you want to be able to do. Some dogs need more than a weekend hike, some dogs can't handle even that. Mental energy is how much stimulation or training a dog needs. Does this dog need a job? Are you willing and able to provide that? It may mean committing your weekends or more to working with your new dog, not just in the beginning, but for their entire life. Finally, social energy asks how much a dog enjoys being around people, particularly strangers or groups. Do you have a busy social life? Are your kids always having their friends over? Would you like a dog that will join you in all of that? Would you prefer that they go along or be left at home? Some of the most adorable and distinctive things about our dogs can lead to additional costs, both in time and money. Fluffy dogs, or other long haired dogs, will require consistent grooming to keep them in good shape over the course of their life. Other dogs may have health issues that need to be dealt with. Particularly those dogs with short muzzles, long backs, and other breed specific issues are more likely to require extensive veterinary care throughout their life.
consider their safety and personalities. You can't disregard what other pets want and need as well. As you are considering what dog will be the right match for you, be open about possibilities you may not have considered at first, while being honest about your wants and needs. If you're sure you wouldn't be happy with a certain type or personality of dog, keep that in mind. It's okay to have deal breakers. That being said, what you thought you wanted, or even what you assumed you needed, might change as you identify what is most important to you. Before you go to meet dogs, honestly ask yourself if you'll be able to say no to an adorable face, even if they're a poor match. If not, share what you're looking for with the people who are helping you, and ask to only meet dogs who are likely to be good matches for you. Finally, be willing to wait for the right dog. Both you and the dog will ultimately be happier. I want to talk a bit about where you might get your new dog. If you're sure a purebred puppy is the right choice for you, you'll need to find a responsible breeder. There are some big differences between responsible breeders and people who are more interested in money than a dog's welfare. A responsible breeder plans every litter and screens for health issues in their dogs first. They generally only have a couple litters a year, and they identify homes for the puppies early, so you'll likely have to wait for a puppy to be available. You should be able to meet both of your potential puppy's parents, and both of them should be friendly. Fearful or aggressive dogs shouldn't be passing on their genes. A responsible breeder raises puppies in homes and provides their new owners with education about socializing them. If it doesn't work out for any reason, at any point in the dog's life, a responsible breeder wants to take the puppy or dog back. You will also see puppies advertised from much less responsible sources. Some people may have accidentally had a litter between their pets. While these puppies definitely deserve homes, you don't want to perpetuate a cycle where an owner does nothing to prevent unwanted litters and then sells the puppies. And of course, there are large scale breeders, often called puppy mills, that breed dogs purely for money. The parents may have health or behavior issues that can be passed on, and are often kept in very poor conditions. The puppies aren't socialized early, aren't screened for health issues, and come with no education or support. Large-scale breeders are why we're warned against buying a puppy at a pet store, though in many places, including California, pet stores now only have rescue dogs available for adoption. Whatever you choose, please do your research to avoid irresponsible breeders and puppy mills. As you can imagine, given who is presenting this video, I'm a huge advocate for adopting a dog from a shelter or rescue. These organizations are truly saving lives and having positive impacts on the welfare of animals in their communities. Adopting means providing care for a previously unwanted or uncared for dog. All dogs and puppies are altered before adoption, so they never create unwanted pets themselves. Often there's education and support provided, and the organization is available to counsel you through issues, and if necessary, take the dog back. Depending on the dog and the organization, you may have more or less information about the dog's history. If the dog you are considering has spent time in a foster home, you can get a good idea of how they might transition into your home. Purebred puppies are unlikely at a shelter and rescue, but purebred adults are available, especially through breed-specific rescues. There will definitely be a range of puppies, adults, and seniors of mixed heritage, though. When you adopt, you rescue more than one dog, as you create space for another to be saved by the organization. Adopting a dog is truly giving life and love. To wrap up, I'll leave you with a few final thoughts. Dogs are long-term commitments that can live more than 15 years. If you aren't ready for that, consider adopting a senior or fostering. To grow up healthy and safe, a puppy needs dedicated socialization and training during the first months and years of their life. Even if you're getting a dog for your kids, an adult needs to be ultimately responsible for the dog's welfare. And every dog will need some type of training to teach them to live happily in a human home. Often the right dog can surprise you when you really consider what you want and need and stay open to the possibilities. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this gave you lots of great information to think about as you choose the right dog for you. You can learn more about Silicon Valley Pet Project at svpetproject.org. I encourage you to go check out adoptable dogs, look into fostering, and consider donating. You can also follow them on Facebook and Instagram. My name is Jessica Char. My businesses are Canine Engineering and Feline Engineering, where I provide training and behavior modification support to owners. You can follow me on Facebook or Instagram or visit the websites. Thanks.